Well, wait, watching me?
Well, I hit record.
Literally
so
is the
whatever.
only person in this Discord that goes like as an actor, which is what this shit comes from. That was horrendous. You conduct pits, motherfucker.
Also an actor. People could do more than one thing, Ryan. I've been in multiple shows.
You can do that, but I'm saying like, what do you want to do as a job? Are you going to move to New York and are you going to go on Broadway, or are you going to move to New York and play in pits, or like what? Because that you can't do both of. That's fact. That's.
I mean, that doesn't mean I'm not an actor.
That means
because I'm not doing it professionally.
Shit.
That was me being stupid, getting myself awake. It was a joke. I wasn't being serious. I was making fun of Sharpay. Oh. High School Musical. Nah.
Trying to.
All right, we're ready.
Okay. Are you rolling?
Yeah, we're rolling. It's been rolling. That entire conversation is on.
Post that.
Post it. Put it up.
Be like,
put it out.
Edit out.
Post that. Me and Ryan throw hands.
Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and jump into it. All right, everybody, welcome to week whatever of the Salty Runback, week 4 of the PMLCS. We're going into week 4 of the PMLCS. I'm your host, Jake. This is all the other hosts, Josh, Justin, and Ryan. I would put our owner names into that mix, but that's a lot of stuff to say at one time. So let's run back over what happened in the previous week and talk about standings real quick, if I can find the right spot on the dock. Okay, so standings as of week 4. Shenanigans sitting in first place with Top Lane Wonders. All of them, or all 6-0 on the record. Brom, OnlyFans, and Flirty Frank's Fudge Factory, F5, aka, sitting at 4-2, tied for third place. The Lost Chapter, Team Silver Mechanics, sitting at 3-3, tied for fifth. Dogwater Gaming sitting at 2-4, tied with Dinner Roll, who is also 2-4 at 7th place. And then boom, what up, Little John Big Peters with no wins on the season, tied at 0-6 at the bottom of the standings. Josh, let's get into some players to watch previously. And you were looking at Coach Eggboy last week. How do you do?
Did not have a successful performance last week. Eggy said himself in a Discord chat I was in with him earlier this week that he blew it. I think was the exact words that Eggy used. Still a really good player though. I definitely see a lot of glow up potential for this team. Boom, what up? I don't think they had an easy start to the season. They played this week they played debatably the best team in the league. I mean, at least right now, standings wise, they're one of the tied teams. They're one of the first place teams. And I think we'll stand a very good chance against TLW when they play each other, which is coming up soon. I think it's week 6. TLW and Shenanigans play each other, which will definitely be a game to watch, at least as of now. So disappointing performance from Eggy this past week, but I don't think it's like a downhill slope for him and for the team. I just think they just tried something new this past week with some different roles, but they were playing debatably the best team in the league. So that doesn't help their lane swap situation, and they're trying to change things up. So I think good things on the way for Boom and for Eggy. Just this wasn't his week.
All right, Ryan, you were watching another mid laner this last week. How did
supposedly pretty well. I didn't get to watch the game this week. Jake did tell me though that Panic did very well. It helps that we have those people from that team in Salty Runback, so I didn't really have to watch. But I already did well. I mean, as I expected. So I'm right at least about these. Never my predictions though. So
well enough to be ranked on the Cvan's player list of the season. So
nice.
Good on Panic at the top hat. Everybody go check out that list on the Facebook page if you haven't already.
Go look right now.
I have not seen it.
Justin.
He posted it. He posted it yesterday.
Right on.
Yeah, he posted it. And Justin, I believe his number 1 overall player is your player to watch from the previous week.
Maya did Maya things last week. He played a tank, which was awesome. He did versus us too, which was great. I believe Greg said, "Hey, you should play Amumu," and Maya's like, "Okay." And that chance busted right now, and I think fits his playstyle very well. So you went deathless game 1, only one death game 2. I think he played Diana game 2. But yeah, just that KDA is getting higher somehow.
getting
I
quite
have, I have no idea. It's at 21 or 22 or something like that. Like it's just absolutely wild. He's popping off every single game.
I believe he said on the stats page of the Discord server that his 0-11 and O game is coming up soon. So let's all be on the lookout for that. I also was watching another jungler this week, though. I had my eyes on Sarah Cruz, who was my opponent for the week, and I joked after the fact in the post game interview that Fred didn't show up this week, and yeah, he did. Fred played well, but just there, I think there's some other issues going on within the team. They have some weird decision making going on from mid to late game that kind of just costed them the game when they had tempo early, because there were periods of time where the goal was back and forward and we were down against them, and then all of a sudden we were just hard stomping out of nowhere. More so in game 1 than game 2. But Fred did okay. I'll be interested to see what he makes of the losses, because he said, and I quote, "Those were good losses for his team." So we'll see how he and the dinner roll boys bounce back in the next week. His stats for the week: he went 4, 3, and 7. Game 1 on Lilia. He likes to eat cupcakes. As far as one of my highlights for that game were concerned. And then game 2, he played Shen Jungle, which was a tricky draft decision. But unfortunately, he went 3, 5, and 3, and that was the more stomp focused game. Since we've wrapped up our stuff from the previous week, do you guys also want to get into the highlights for the previous week as well?
Let's do it. Let me get that.
You found your way to the thread, right?
Yes, I got it.
Awesome.
So. Oh ho!
Oh,
Wild, crazy, wild thing.
He bugged it.
All right. Oh shoot! I need to stream it to you guys. Hold on.
It would be appreciated.
I mean, I can stare at your
I'm
beautiful
gonna
face. Also, like, this shit, my beard's basically growing back already. I'm sad about it.
Keep the beard, man.
I'm gonna have to like clean shave and do the stuff.
Well,
I'm hoping that now that I've got it, since Justin's going to edit all this out anyway, I'm hoping that I can get the goatee going. Is what I want to get.
oh, I'd like to see that.
I tried doing it last time, but then I discovered that like hair didn't connect right here for some reason. So it was just like naked space, but it was connected over here, and I'm like, I'm not having that.
I just don't really grow facial hair.
Y'all see that?
Yes.
Did you? We went to loads. Okay, yes, I do.
Just move that right there.
I have to lean in really close to see it though, because I'm on my phone, so you get a nice big view of my face.
Got Opies.
Opie.
I'd love to start it off with a quadra.
Mage looking here in the mid lane, just going to clear out some vision. And going to actually get engaged on with a lot of people. Going to get really totted up. The
Ooh, big Oriole.
El Sheikh has put in as much damage as the Opie claims the first kill on the Mammoth. Eggboy should be next. It's a triple kill for
no
Opie.
damage on the back line.
And El Sheikh looks like he's next on the menu. It's
Big
a
Oriole. Not that it mattered, but it was big.
Pain.
It was a huge Oriole and a huge ult from what's his name? Aphelios.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's 1 and 2 going into that fight with no mythic though.
Unfortunate. Yeah, they just didn't take any damage.
How far behind were they at this? Not even that far. That's crazy. At
What's the goal
3K?
difference? I can't really tell.
3K at this moment.
What?
23.
It was about 3K at that point. Okay. We got one from Eric Jusq.
Jusq. There's 2 from Eric.
So that's Frank's team.
What is this even?
Fudgy.
Do you have any fighting words going into that match?
This is just like,
Probably 5 of them that all start with F.
I don't hear any audio from this. Is your
Yeah, I don't hear any
You
audio
don't have
either.
any audio? Okay, it's just people. Okay, hold on. I can do this. I can do this.
Is the clip them just talking?
It is.
Then I do not care.
Hold on. You don't care? Yeah, we just skip this one. Fuck it. Let me just get my
Yeah.
screen.
Eric's gonna be mad. What was the clip?
I will tell you. Any fighting words?
Preferably 5 of them. We'll start with F.
Frank. Bad.
Maya said Frank bad.
Yeah.
You just said Frank bad.
All right, you heard.
Oh.
That's it. That's it. That's the clip.
That's the
Good meme. Good
Can
meme.
stream will stream be able to hear sound, or will people
Yeah,
watching be able to hear sound?
they'll be able to hear it. It's on my end.
Okay, you're recording sound. We just can't hear sound.
Yeah,
That's chill.
All right. Did somebody say
Top Lane
Fiesta?
Wonder said-
Featuring
Is this my
people?
game? This is my game.
Another
Three
fight.
ultimate,
Blue
six,
Tractor,
or
Blue
three
Tractor
colors,
is going
six
to immediately
ultimates.
use that
Jesus.
ultimate, and he's going to be able to hit the lantern
That
out.
was a
So
sick
he
lantern.
stops the
Such a
Baron
good
off of that. They're able to get out, except for now they are trying to collapse really hard.
Yeah, this was a little bit of this was clowny here.
All get picked
Look, this
off
is one of those
because
fights
that's
that
also
starts in
gonna be-
Baron
going
pit.
on?
Somebody's going to get taken out
Bot
here.
lane.
Knockback's going to come in. Guy Fieric is going to pick up the kill onto Klugscheißer.
They didn't even get half of the shit that happened though. This is just the aftermath of the fight. We fight for like
but I don't think he's gonna stay
20
alive for
years
long.
of this
He's gonna
Baron.
get hit by Boom Markle, and he's gonna get rooted. The Ignite's gonna come in. He's gonna get taken down with the ultimate as well. So many low
And they're all
bars
so
on the side
low.
of top lane wonders, but they're gonna pick up the kills here.
There's more.
That's just
And
one of
then
those
we'll
things.
see
It
if
just
they're
be
finally
like
able to
that
actually do
sometimes.
Baron. I don't even
think
know
only
because
one
the
team
Mumu
got
is
killed.
coming now.
Yeah.
He might be able to get
Yeah.
the smite steal on it. There's
No, it
so
didn't
much
go in our
action.
favor.
Holy
It didn't
crap,
go in our
there's
favor.
so much
Buddy.
action happening
Go
in this
in,
game.
buddy.
Boom
You
Markle's
got
gonna
him.
go into Ganwin. He's gonna
I don't even think Buddy gets him.
Oh no!
Yeah.
That was a minute long clip. That's why I didn't get everything because
Oh.
y'all were fighting for so long. You can't even clip it.
That makes my player to watch look really fucking rough.
Oh my god.
Yeah, buddy. Spoiler, you're my player to watch. Thanks for the big props
This
on the
one
highlight.
isn't in a Twitch clip. Malcolm.
Well, who posted it?
This is
Malcolm.
just a clip.
Okay.
Without sound. Oh, wait. It's very laggy. Hold on. Look at all them pixels.
Game interrupted the
That was a huge Omumu ulti.
Castiel, Ashel, Mordekaiser thing.
What's happening in this Mordecai?
Oh,
Is Malcolm clean this? Oh my god.
Jarvan is a balanced
Oh,
champion.
I hate that champion.
Gore drink is a fun item, isn't it?
Oh, that
Jarvan
was
is a balanced
disgusting.
champion. Gordon is a balanced item.
I think he had Gore Drinker's Sterix. I think I saw the Sterix should come out. That's
Probably. Yeah, I think I saw the Sterix shield.
I mean, the fact that he
damage
just
plus
lived.
10 stats. Yeah, that seems balanced, right?
This one's from Greg. It's
Greg.
just that old mummy. all
Balanced
caps.
game, balanced life.
Turn, though.
Every one of these clips has a
Maybe.
fucking
Search
mummy
is
in it.
getting taken pretty low.
Yeah, Champ's
Neil
busted.
Steele goes in
Because
on
the
Searcher
Champ's
with that
busted
R.
right
He's trying
now.
to find his way back out. Another
Oh,
baby
Greg
cage
played
coming down.
himself.
This fight is going
Lame.
horribly for Little
So
John Big
sad.
Peter. Fighting under the tower, not the move.
Play
for them to turn,
Sejuani.
though.
Break the meta.
Maybe.
I missed
Getting
something.
taken
What did
pretty
I miss?
low. Neil
Oh, it's just
Steele
a
goes
huge
in on
fucking
Searcher with that R. He's
Yeah.
trying to find his way back
It's a
out.
big
Another
ol'
baby cage coming
Balance
down.
champ,
This
dude.
fight is going horribly for Little
Down
John
with
Big
mummy.
Peter.
Up with his ear.
Play it support if you haven't yet. That's so busted.
I wish there's zero.
I haven't played it. I haven't played it at all yet. I haven't tried it.
Oh, I think you'd like it. I think you'd like it a lot, Josh.
I probably would.
This
Ah,
one
My favorite clip.
is posted by
Wait,
very
this
Oh,
is
let me
me?
guess. It's from your game?
Oh, this is.
To flirty, taking it very
Jake's
low.
favorite
just
thing
barely
about
not
every
gonna die.
week
The
is
heal
the
gonna keep
things
him
that he
alive.
does.
Gerber also gonna live with just a little
Or
sliver
I'm
of
really
health.
lazy.
This wasn't so much him as it was
Fred.
Oh,
Fred.
they got one.
So like this should be Fred like getting a double kill and feeling really good about
Oh,
it.
this isn't the one I was talking. Oh, yes, it is. This it is.
Oh wait, this is what the cupcake you're
Fred.
talking about?
You still got one kill.
He just
Flirty,
he just
taking it very low, just barely not gonna
he
die.
just walked into the trap. Like there was so much time between when the trap was placed and when he shows up.
Beat up.
He was eating
Oh.
a cupcake?
Okay, they got one.
Wait, watch.
Get him, dear.
The drowsy coming out.
Trap goes down.
You just Fred.
Like it's like a second,
Fred.
and he just walks into it.
You know what
still got
matters
one
in
kill
life.
with Fred.
Cupcakes.
Onto
Cupcakes over dubs.
It's okay. It's okay. We all.
Oh no,
we all
it's
mess up
fine. It was just
sometimes.
like the freest double kill ever.
I'll
That is
take it in.
I mean, I'm guilty of doing that.
I mean, yeah, it's like it's a very easy mistake. It's totally like a respectable thing that happened. It's just funny.
So there
It
are
made me
for,
giggle.
Sharing my
for,
screen.
next week. or rather from the previous week. Looking forward to next week, rather. Let me get my words right.
Hold on, before you start that thought, let me get the.
I'm
Okay,
not
start
a
that thought again.
soothsayer. I don't know what happens in the future.
Do you want me to give you a minute to think about it before I roll on to the?
For me to think about it?
Yeah.
No, I know what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
You asked for spicy takes, and you're gonna get it.
All right. So, looking forward to week 4. As far as our players to watch, Ryan, give us your spiciest take on your player to watch for this week.
Budnificent. Why Budnificent? I heard a little rumor on the block. 2 bands are being lost in this game for TLC because they fell asleep at the wheel.
One band is being lost.
One band. One band
One band's being lost.
TLC fell asleep at the wheel scheduling their game this week, and Captain just got to get on that. But that's a really good opportunity, especially against a team like that has a lot of very core champions. And Buddy's going up in a jungle matchup that should be pretty spicy. Adam loves to play in the other team's jungle, but I think Buddy's going to be able to handle it because, let's face it, he's got Bear Jr. on his side. But Buddy's been playing really, really well. I think that on a team like that has Bear and Josh on it, you need like one other piece to be working, and Buddy's looked pretty good in my mind through the games that I've seen so far this season. So Buddy's my player to watch.
All right. So I see a more conceited view of things.
Can I go last?
No, you're going now.
Oh.
You're going now.
I want to go last.
Talk about yourself. Let's go.
Everyone knows me. I'm an egotistical bitch. No, okay. No, it's like a legit thing, though. So I'm my own player to watch this week, which, like, I'm not the first person to do this on Runback. Jake's been talking about his team the past 2 weeks. In one way or another.
Correction, I've been talking about the enemy team.
You talked about your player to watch was Fudgy the first week he came in.
That's true. That's true.
That's your team last time I checked.
That's correct. That's correct.
So my player to watch this week is myself. I don't feel proud of the performance I put up the past 2 weeks, and I don't think I'm playing up to my true potential. And as the second pick on my team and the 11th pick overall in the draft, I really should be performing better. So I, especially against Labby and Hodor, both are very smart players, even though they're not like the highest skill level, they're not the highest ranked players. They're both smart players. And play the lane very passively in a way that it's hard to take advantage of, having played against both of them in lanes before. Not the same lane, I don't think, but against each other in different leagues, or in different seasons. So it's going to be a challenge for myself to see if I can make some plays on the map and get my team ahead and really help snowball. It's something that really put me at the forefront of the support pool in this league in like last season. And in past seasons that I haven't been doing right now. Not currently on CVan's top 10 players to watch, not even an honorable mention on that little list. I don't think he did honorable mentions, but I'm not on that list right now, and I feel like I am one of the top best 10 players in the league. Personally speaking, again, I'm egotistical, but I do think I am when I'm playing to my true potential. But I have not been doing that so far this season. So I'm my player to watch this week so I can see if I do good. Also, I haven't been great about watching the games because like the one game I'm not watching or streaming is the one game that I've been picking my players to watch in so far. So I definitely will be part of this game.
The spy.
Call him the new PMA LCS villain, but
No, don't. I'm not a villain. Me being egotistical is not villain quality.
That makes you immediate. That's the whole reason that Cornstar became the villain, because he would do power rankings and put himself at first on every single one of them.
I don't think I'm the best player in the league. I think I'm one of the top 10 best, though. There's a difference between saying I'm the best and I'm one of the best.
All right. So you're the understudy for the PMA LCS.
Sure. Let's go with that.
All right, Justin, you're watching literally Nate.
I am literally. Nate is literally doing literally things and stuff. Anyway,
are you okay? Are you having a stroke?
No, he's been popping off. I've casted one of his games. I think it was week 2. He played a Syndra, and I liked it. I like what he's doing in the mid lane, especially with the mid lane pool really stacked as much for him to be keeping up with the bigger names is amazing from He went against Ganween, Coach Eggboy, and Cornstar last week. Well, not both okay. Ganween first week, Coach Eggboy second week, and then Cornstar last week, and he looked really, really good against Adrian. He has a 60% KP, always where he needs to be, and he has played 6 different champs in 6 different games, and I have those right here. It's Rise, Corky, Syndra, Nivea, Xerath. Oh, never mind, it's 5. I saw Syndra twice. Anyway, really good Syndra gameplay, really good, I think, games in general from him, and I expect him to keep improving as the season goes on.
Hell yeah. I'm being a bit biased in my selection this week because he gave me a gift.
I'm picking Flirty for player.
No.
I
I do treat myself with every paycheck, but this time around, the Riot gods smiled on me, and they're smiling.
Oh
7.
God.
So Greg's got the LP hookup, and he got me some boards and stuff in Legends of Runeterra. So Riot Gurk 7's my player to watch this week. I want to see if the Riot powers help him ascend and really take over the next match that he's got. It's gonna be he's playing. Who's he playing again? Oh, crap!
This is like mod abuse on crack.
It is mod abuse on crack. At least it's not somebody from my own game, though, right?
Greg is playing. Both us playing role this week, so it's Fred's team.
So Fred's team.
You don't even know who they're playing, and he's your player to watch.
I do. I picked it, and I had my spiel going in my brain. I just didn't write down who he's playing against. But he's playing against
Riot
Justin.
Gurk.
Yeah.
If you want me to fix your matches, send me some LP. All right. Now that I know it's fair game, I got you. Okay.
But yeah, so Greg / Riot Gurk 7 is my player to watch. I'm gonna be interested to see how he is matching up against Justin in the bot lane, even though they're in opposite roles of each other. Justin being AD carry and Greg playing support. I'll be interested to see how that lane shakes out. I felt like Justin and his lane partner had a very solid presence against my lane combo last week, to where we couldn't take advantage of too much. So I'll be interested to see how Riot Gurk 7 tries to push his luck and really let his Riot powers ascend. And maybe if you're lucky, guys, he can spread a little bit of that Riot love your way if you give him enough poggers in the chats. Going into our predictions, though, Ryan, spicy for the week. Give me some.
Yeah, I mean, nothing spicy about this. That 5-2-0's boom. Just like it's not working. I don't know what it is. I coach that team, so I can flame all I want because I'm flaming myself too. Like I said the last time I talked about it, like they're either gonna wake up and play League of Legends or they're gonna keep doing whatever they're doing now, right? Like it's a different problem every week. I think it's gonna be a very long season unless the changes we make this week somehow wake them up. LJBP versus TLW. TLW gets a 2-0. I think it's the same thing. I still am waiting for the bubble to bust on TLW, but I think little John Big Peters is not that team. You need to stop hyping me up over there, dog. I'm gonna go ballistic in a second. I like both a roll as a 1-1 just because both of them are like week to week how they've been playing. My game to watch this week is Shenanigans versus TSM. It's like the jungler showdown. I disagree with Steven's power rankings. I think Washing Hands is a top 5 player. And he's going up against Maie, who is also a top 5 player. It's going to be a wicked jungle matchup. I can't wait to watch that one. I, though, have both, I have TSM actually winning 2-0. I think there's a certain level of control to Washing Hands' game that is not present in Mae's. And it's going to give them the slightest of edges. But I also have felt like when teams have an answer in game 1 this year, they also have the answer in game 2. Like we're seeing a lot of 2-0s. We're seeing a lot of like not quite runbacks, but very close to runbacks. So if you have a team's number in game 1, I think it's really hard to shake that game 2. And DWG versus TLC, I have a 2-0. I think losing a ban is an undervalued thing, I guess. Like we had it happen to us in the mini split, and it kind of cucked us, or kind of cucked the other team. But then when they got the bans back, they stomped our asses. And I think that there have been issues with TLC the last 3 weeks that are going to manifest themselves against a pretty good team in DWG. So that's it. Yeah.
Josh, I'm looking at your predictions and I see no ones anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, we've only had one. We've only had one split series of the season so far. I mean, the A division, upper division, I forget what we called it. And the mini split was like all 2-0s, and I think so far this season, this split is turning into just all 2-0s as well. I think it's just going to be just the one team's going to be better in a week and in that week, in that moment, and then it's going to be hard for the other team to make something happen. Generally speaking, almost gave a 1-1 for the DWG TLC match, but I'm giving my team the credit. I think we can pull out a 2-0. I think we could get 0-2'd. I think TLC is good. Chris is
Your player of the week has to show up, though.
Yeah, my player of the week has to show up. Adrian's a good player, and he's the main carry on TLC. So I think it'll definitely be something we have to do, but I think my team has the potential for that. My game to watch this week is going to be Bofa versus Roll. I think Bofa's a solid team as well, with Chris and with Greg, and Malcolm's their jungle, right? Right? Is that correct?
Yes.
I think he is. I can check it really quick. Team rosters, where's their team? Yeah, Malcolm's their jungle. I think Malcolm has a lot of pressure on the map, a lot of good presence. It's a solid team overall. But I think Dinner Roll, if Fred is such a good facilitating jungle. If Fred is able to get to facilitate for his team, with something like the Amumu, if he decides to play that this week, or if he lands more than a one-person Lilia ult, like in a game, then I think his team does stand a good chance. I think they definitely have potential. I think they're in a situation like DWG is right now, where I think they're a team that has solid potential but hasn't been living up to it so far, and has just been falling short. FFF, I think is gonna F5 is gonna, I think, 2-0 Boom. I think Boom has the possibility of winning this, but I still think they need another week or two with this new roster change to figure things out. And F5 is a good team with Frank and Jake. TLW O2's Little John Big Peters. It's hard to bet against Chase. And even though Kim Peters really good, he's playing in probably the hardest role to carry from in the game right now. And if you ban like the Kaisa Vayne away from him, then his carry potential decreases a little bit. And plus you just pick like a dive comp, and then the ADC can't do anything anyway. I talked about Buffer versus Roll, and then I think SNGS 2-0's TSM. I agree this is definitely a very jungle watchy heavy matchup. It's definitely going to be how Matt is able to play against Washing Hands, and Washing Hands is the Washing Hands that's going to show up week 2 come out, or is a Washing Hands that we haven't seen, or is a Washing Hands that's not from week 2 going to show up for this match? And how will the best jungler, and as Chris has rated the best player in the league right now, going to stand up to that challenge? Will be fun to watch.
All right, Justin, let me hear those predictions. Give me something spicy.
Yeah, spicy. I don't know about that. But I will start with my game to watch. It's DWG versus TLC. I think that's going to be a really fun series. TLC, I think, is one of the better teams in the league, at least looking like one of the better teams in the league right now. With DWG, I have, like Josh said, hope for them. I think they have the potential to be one of the better teams in the league, and I'm kind of hoping they can use the week 4 to prove that against TLC. I think I had it going 0-2 to TLC. I'm hoping DWG proves me wrong. But besides that, I have a 2-0 going to F5 over Boom. Again, hoping Boom proves me wrong. I love every player on that team, and I want them to succeed. So show me, guys. Show me that you can do it. I have TLW going 2-0 over Lil John Big Peters. I have... Wait, sorry. No, that was right. And then Bofa versus us. I have going a 1-1. Do I think Bofa can win or 2-0 to us? Or sorry, 2-0 us? Yes, but I'm liking what I'm seeing in our practices, and I'm hopeful for that 1-1. I think we can make a game. And then Shenanigans versus TSM. Shenanigans going 2-0.
Maintaining their stride. All right. For my games this week, this is where like I'm going to shoot myself in the foot, and I'm finally going to get my team a 2-0, and I'm going to say that we're going to 2-0 boom this week. But I know Grant, and I know David, and I know how scrappy those guys are, and I know how prideful they like to play League of Legends. So I'm not going to dismiss the fact that this could be a week where we get 2-0'd or we 1-1. Like I never discredit those players knowing what they're capable of. But erring on the side of they ain't got it figured out yet, and we do, I'm gonna call it a 2-0 at least the one time, and then when I get clapped, I'm never predicting a 2-0 again for my team for the rest of the split. Next game is Little John Big Peters versus TLW. At this point, it's hard to say any team that doesn't have a win has anything figured out. So this is just an easy clap for TLW. Sorry, John, I love you. You're my first captain, but I just don't see it happen. Bofa versus Roll, Battle of the Jungle in this case, but I've got the prideful Fred coming off of a bad week himself and scrapping his way into a 1-1 off of this, being that excellent facilitator that Josh mentioned. Shenanigans versus TSM, same song and dance here. Shenanigans just walks away with it as a 2-0. There's little in the way that can stop Matt. And
except for himself.
except for himself. If Maye shows up, problems.
No, Maye is good. It's Maye that's not good.
Okay.
Maye popped off in Blue Water. It's Maye that becomes problematic.
He's been role playing as Maye thus far, so we'll see if Maye shows up this week. And then I've got DWG versus PSE going as a 1-1. I think there's potential for either one of these teams to kind of find their way in. I know you're saying you want to see the bubble burst on TLC, but I'm going to say it's just going to be a small pop here this week. But that's all we've got going on for the week. Any final comments, guys? Because I can't think of anything to sign outside of signing us off. Stuttering. Okay, cool. So that's all we got for week 4, guys. We'll look forward to seeing you back next week. And other than that, get your stats turned in on time. Get your when to meets filled out. Start doing your jobs. And we'll all be kosher. All right.
Week 6 Wednesday meets have been sent out today. If you haven't seen them, pester your coach, your captains. Week 5 Wednesday meets were sent out last week. Make sure you fill those out as soon as you can so you can get matches scheduled. Matches scheduled early means matches streamed early. Matches streamed early means people are happy. So let's do that so we can do the things we want to do.
I'll be less candid. If you don't get your when to meets on time, I don't care to stream your game.
There we go. You heard it from the game manager and the stream manager. Get that shit done. All right. Out of here.